Delta recently relaunched services to London Gatwick after a considerable period spent away from the airport. With that, the airline also reported its first quarter results, which presented challenges for the company. Delta reported a net loss of some 363 million USD for the first quarter. However, Delta is relatively optimistic about what the future holds for them, especially for the remainder of the 2023 calendar year. The second quarter is expected to be even bigger for the airline in the lead up to the summer. As I'm sure you're aware, the seasonal periods are some of the most important times for airlines. While, yes, even if you're a legacy carrier, you will still experience lower points, but they're naturally not as typically severe as, say, some of your Nordic carriers that may rely on the summer more strongly than, say, an airline such as Delta, as during the winter, these Nordic carriers really do struggle to get revenues in. This can also stretch to leisure-focused airlines that have a multiple number of factors to rely on for good performance. It doesn't mean that for such an airline like Delta that the summer season, though, isn't just as important. Revenues for the first quarter sat at USD 12.8 billion. It's the remainder of the year, though, that'll be interesting to track. 2022 was an overall fantastic improvement for the company, but without any major hiccups, they believe 2023 will be even bigger, with record revenue growth and much more. While there are concerns around inflation, which is very valid and hurting us all in different ways, travel demand, according to key executives globally, including Ed Bastian, who is Delta's CEO, hasn't seemed to drop off at all, and they don't forecast anything bad for the summer season and then the following winter, which will all play an important role in eventually bringing together their yearly results. For airlines like Delta and many markets, since the pandemic's restrictions were dropped, people have been eager to travel, see friends and loved ones, and just generally get out there. As a result, airlines are struggling to cope with additional stresses and pressures felt, with labour shortages that they're also trying to recover from. Most notably related to their own fleet, we're seeing considerable delays of new aircraft coming into airlines' operations. This is impacting the ability to launch new services, as well as a whole lot more internally. And with an industry that simply won't let up and definitely doesn't offer the opportunity for a breather, it can be very trying for each airline, again, no matter how big or small, or no matter the business model, to really thrive in a sector like this. With that being said, even before the pandemic, airlines experienced their challenges. It's just given how rocky the past 3 or 4 years have been, well, it's definitely a totally different world to 4 years ago. If you have any thoughts on the latest at Delta, especially them reporting a loss of USD 363 million for the first quarter, let me know down below in the comments. Are you in agreement with their further guidance for the remainder of the year that it will be incredibly positive and record-breaking? Let me know below. Thanks a lot for watching, take care, enjoy what's left of your weekend, and I'll see you next time for more coverage on our wonderful industry.
And we'll fly.